It's something most people despise doing, but done consistently, it could snowball your marketing efforts. Ferris here. This is part 2 of my episode on guerrilla marketing, low cost but effective marketing tactics for your consulting or professional services startup. See the link to part 1 in the description. Now we're moving on to tactic number 3. There are many ways to do guerrilla marketing. Remember, a key component of these strategies is to be creative. But sometimes you just need to pick up the phone or hop on email and connect with complete strangers in your audience. Even here, you can be creative. Do some research. Find out what issues the potential client might specifically be dealing with. Cold calling is not an easy endeavor. Sometimes you'll be ghosted, hung up on, and possibly yelled at. Sounds great, right? Sometimes though, you'll make a magical connection. You'll call someone at the exact moment they're wondering if they could find someone just like you. At the end of the day, it's a numbers game. Like when 26-year-old high school dropout Adam Lyons, he had an idea for an insurance company and figured he'd ask Mark Cuban for money. The Dallas Maverick owning, Shark Tank sharking, billionaire entrepreneuring guy. Yes, that Mark Cuban. Adam guessed Mark Cuban's address and sent an email with the subject line, "Wanna disrupt the insurance industry?" Long story short, he got the money and Zebra Insurance is valued in the billions. This story is more about partnering or funding than marketing, and it might be an anomaly, but the moral of the story is that your job is to call and pitch. Remember, it's a numbers game. So when you consider cold outreach, ask yourself, what is the worst that could happen? The possible benefits far outweigh any negatives. I'm telling you, I really struggled with cold calling, and I did some of it, but as soon as we could afford it, I hired someone who would make the initial calls and then schedule follow-up meetings for me. Cold emailing, though, was much easier, and I was very persistent without being annoying. At least no one told me I was. And once I met someone, I had no issues following up like clockwork. You have to take advantage of cold calling, cold emailing, or ideally both, to reach out and tell your story. And then convey how the lead can benefit from your incredible insights and service. Do you have questions about cold calling, cold emailing, or other challenges for your consulting or professional services startup? Submit the Ask Ferris form at startupwithferris.com. Of course, if you have the money, go ahead and run ads and other forms of marketing, which we'll discuss in other videos and articles. But I challenge you to always think outside of the box in how you can engage with potential customers. In a nutshell, guerrilla marketing requires you to get out there and leverage what you know, your time, and your network. It takes ingenuity and commitment, and I have only scratched the surface. Guerrilla marketing tactics are only limited by your imagination. Make sure to check out guerrilla marketing resources at startupwithferris.com. Just keep expanding your thinking about what's possible. One crazy idea could land you a Mark Cuban. This episode's takeaways and action items are: 1. Reach out to your warm circle of friends and seek out networking opportunities and be prepared to serve and listen. 2. Attend conference exhibit halls and circulate. 3. Challenge yourself to do cold calling and cold emailing. You never know when you might hit someone's voicemail or inbox at the exact right time. If you're finding these tips helpful, please like this video and subscribe to this channel or add a comment on YouTube. And check out startupwithferris.com to access more resources and to learn how you can give back at any stage of your startup journey.